Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we are continuing with section 2.3, and in this material, this part of the material, what you're asked to do is to kind of work backwards here. Up to this point, I have given you equations of lines and asked you to do something with them, probably namely graph them. Well, now, notice what you're being asked here. If the slope of the line is 3, so in other words, m is 3, and the y-intercept of the line is the ordered pair 0, 5. Now notice another way to write that. 0, 5 is the y-intercept, which means that b equals 5. Find the equation of the line. Well, and we want to write the answer in slope-intercept form. Okay, this is a pretty easy one to start with. Remember, slope-intercept form is y equals mx plus b. So, we've already been given m. We've already been given b. 0, 5 is the y-intercept, which means that b is equal to 5. Therefore, to find the equation of the line, we just take the formula y equals mx plus b. Notice I replace m with 3. That's how I get 3x. And I put b at the back, plus 5. Y equals 3x plus 5. Another way to write it, sometimes your course compass will ask you to write your answer in functional notation. And one of the things you need to remember, y in functional notation can be written as f of x. So, a very important note, f of x is the same as y. F of x means output, y means output. Functional notation just means f of x equals 3x plus 5. Now, let's look at a problem that has a little more to it. All right, here we go. Okay, so find an equation of the line passing through the 2 points -6, 0, and 0, 7. Write the equation in slope-intercept form. Now, before we can use the formula, or before the y equals mx plus b even becomes useful, we need to know what the slope is, and we need to know what the value for b is. Notice the way we're going to find slope. I have the point -6, 0, I have the point 0, 7. The formula for slope is change in y over the change in x. Some of you have been taught y sub 2 minus y sub 1. That's what the triangle means, change in y. And on the bottom, change in x means x sub 2 minus x sub 1. So, up top, I have 0 minus 7. On the bottom, I have -6 minus 0. That turns out to be a -7 divided by a -6. Negative divided by a negative is a positive. So by using my formula, y sub 2 minus y sub 1 divided by x sub 2 minus x sub 1, I found out that the slope was 7/6. Now, the important thing here that you need to recognize is you've already been given b. b is 7. And the reason you know that, the ordered pair 0, 7 is the y-intercept. And the reason it's the y-intercept, anytime in an ordered pair your x value is 0, it means that the number following it is b. Okay, let me repeat that one more time. Anytime the x value of an ordered pair is 0, the number following it is b. So, b is 7. So I now know m is 7/6. I found it with my formula. I was already given b. So my answer, y equals mx plus b, becomes y equals 7/6 x plus 7. And in functional notation, it would be f of x equals the same thing. Okay. All right. In this particular problem, we're actually given a picture of a line, and we're asked to write the answer in slope-intercept form. Okay, this is kind of neat the way you can do this. Please see how I found out very easily that b was 4. All I had to do was look at the graph and notice that the line touched the y-axis at 4. So that immediately told me that b was equal to 4. So I already know my b. And the way I'm going to get my slope here is, instead of using the formula, I'm just going to count. So I pick 2 points on the line. I pick the y-intercept and I pick the x-intercept. And I'm going to count from one to the other. I'm going to start with the top point. Notice that I'm going to start up here and I'm going to go down 4 blocks, and then I'm going to go 4 to the right. Okay, count with my cursor again. Down 4, over 4. You with me? Slope is always change in y over change in x. Because we went down 4, the change in y is negative 4. Because on the x-axis we went to the right 4, the change in x is a positive 4. Negative 4 divided by 4 is a negative 1. When I go to the formula y equals mx plus b and I fill in, y is equal to a negative 1x plus 4. Or in functional notation, y equals f, or rather f of x equals the opposite of x plus 4. And notice that you don't really have to show the 1 in front of the x. It's implied when you see the minus that you know it's a negative 1. Okay.